Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. That sounds so awkward. Hello everybody, this is Simming with Moody, episode 1, which is just going to be a randomly stupid series that might not even exist about how to sim, I guess would be the right word for it. Alright, episode 1 is all about... Wow, I'm amazing at talking to nobody. This is terrible. I don't know how people do this for a living, to be honest. Okay, episode 1 is all about shooting on the runway to slow down. A lot of players tend to use their guns as a braking system in Simulator, which makes no sense to me, and it's actually quite upsetting. It's dangerous. You wouldn't do it in real life, so why would you do it in a simulator, besides the fact it's not real. Anyway, long story short, it's a stupid practice to do in game, and an incident happened today which I'm going to demonstrate. Or show you, not demonstrate. But I'll show you what's wrong with it. Demonstrate what's wrong with it. Amazing. English communication. Perfect. Okay, so in this game, in the Dover Strait, I was in my F100 Super Sabre, which you can see me, preparing to land after a successful bombing run. Here's the very short, very scary runway. And this is me bleeding airspeed. You'll notice that my air brakes are out, and once reached 200 knots, down go my flaps and down go flaps and undercarriage. Down go the flaps and undercarriage. I found the best approach speed is 150 knots. So once reached 150, the air brakes are going to go back in. Or is it? Well, this is awkward. Okay, there we go. So 150 knots. Air brakes go back in. This runway has a bit of a ledge that we want to get over, and this is one of the fastest aircraft in the game, and the reason I'm showing this landing first is to show you a standard landing. Okay, maybe not a standard landing. Alright, I'm coming in a bit fast here, which is going to ruin my sync rate totally. Hop over the crest and slam into the ground. There's one bounce, so it's not a good landing. I'll release the flaps to dump the air cushion. Out comes the air brake to retard airflow. Retard airflow. Create drag without creating lift. That's something I actually really need to remember to say. Here's the end of the runway. We do on brakes and full stop. It's that simple. Not the best landing, but you can see it's easily doable in one of the fastest aircraft in the game in quite a tricky thingamajig. There's Ghost Commander doing some ghost commanding things. Is he doing almost the speed of sound? The airfield should be right below me by now. There it is. Nice and simple. I'll start the descent, and I'll be establishing myself on a right-hand downwind, and then I'll begin to reducing speed. Wow, this is why communication is epic good, yes. And also maybe why I shouldn't just continuously record. But I don't want to put any editing effort into this video, or any of my videos for that matter. Okay, long story short, or long ramble short, or long ramble being more rambly. Going to establish myself on the right hand downwind for runway 07. Yes, I know it's runway 07 because I'm an idiot and I like this sort of stuff. Air brake will go out to bleed off speed. And I'll be extending the downwind because I don't really have a choice, because I'm going way too fast. Alright, need you to notice, once I reach the speed of 200 knots indicated, the flaps and the undercarriage will go out. I found this is the best flap setting speed. I always use indicated airspeed. If you fly sim, use indicated airspeed. It is the correct thing to do. I'll try to get everybody to use knots, but hey. Okay, flaps come out. As you can see, did it at 200, and the undercarriage starts coming out. I carry the air brake out until I reach 150 knots. The reason we don't want the air brake out while coming for the approach is because we want lift, but we don't want drag. And the air brake only produces drag, doesn't produce lift. 160 knots. 150. Okay, well now it's 150, and there goes the air brake. Okay, so we're going to be maintaining 150 knots. Here's the ledge we want to get over. And I'll stop balancing the aircraft out, try maintaining. Flaps are fully down. Point the nose down, increase speed, and clear the thing, flare a little bit. Down we go, nice and soft. Full brakes, flaps are raised to dump the air cushion, and air brake is out. Okay, very important. Look at this battered walrus. Shame. Alright, the whole point of this video is why you shouldn't be using guns on the airfield to slow down. As you can see, I'm using, again, repeating myself over and over again because I don't know how to communicate to people on the internet. Using the fastest aircraft in-game on one of the shortest and hardest, I'd say hardest, trickiest airfields, especially from the direction I came in to land. I'm not really having a problem with it. It's all about speed. If you learn to land, well, if you learn to fly, you learn speeds. It's all about the speeds. This is an 82, which happens to be, he lost his flaps. I don't know where he lost them, but he lost them. He's doing a 3-point landing. He's a nice big radial. He's got plenty of space. There's no reason for this aircraft to worry about this runway length, unless he's an idiot. I'm sorry about it, Walrus. I'm calling you an idiot on Christmas Day because I feel that you did something idiotic. Now, oh, that's Ghost with his unsymmetrical red wings. Very upsetting. I'm going to slow this down a little bit. So I'm busy doing the roll. I can see him landing, and there we go. Off he starts firing. Now the problem with this is that I've got a nose in front of me. I don't actually know if I can get into a camera view where you... There we go. Oh look, there's a seatbelt up there. Wow, that looks quite scary. This is not what the inside view looks like normally. Point is, there's a nose in front of me. He will also have a nose in front of me. His nose is actually pointing upwards. I don't know if he can see me. I really don't. Some aircraft, it's impossible to see in front of you. So when you start shooting on the runway, you don't know what you're shooting at. So off he goes and shooting. And at this point in life, I think, well, I need to teach him a lesson. I want to scare him, because he's firing guns towards me. I don't know if he'll hit me. Let me also use my guns to slow down. I'm doing nothing different to what he's doing, except that happened. Okay, to be honest, that didn't happen. His aircraft did not just disintegrate into nothingness. There was the whole plane, and only his wingtip was damaged. But the point is, oh wow, Guardians, sometimes. Point is, he ended up raving and ranting at me in chat for the rest of the game because I killed him on the runway. But he could not see anything wrong with using guns on the runway, which is a bit stupid because that was a perfect demonstration of why you don't use guns on the runway. And so this is the lesson for, I guess, episode 1 of Sim with Moody. Don't use guns on the runway because strange, weird shit like this happens and people die. I mean, if you point a gun at someone and shoot them and you get surprised that they die, well, cool. No, that's not cool. Also, Merry Christmas. Hope you guys all have a great New Year and all the rest, and the joyful family stuff if you don't believe in the religious side of all that. And if you don't have a family, at least you got all the food for yourself. Yeah, go get fat. Oh, something I was going to say is the skin on my thingamajiggy. It's beautiful, isn't it? I'll put the link to the guy who made it in the description because it's a really cool one, and I want this in the marketplace. I want all of us to have skins that look beautiful and not shiny and tacky. Yes, American Air Force in the 1960s were very tacky with their camouflage. Okay, that's enough rambling. Enjoy your day. Yeah, that's it. Cheers.